I'm here with one of my online academy members, Ian. He traveled here from Singapore to train with us. Today we're gonna be breaking down the scramble positions. He's been struggling with that, so I wanted to spend some time helping him out and working through the funk roll, the far toe scramble. In general, if I wanna stop a scramble, I wanna hide my ankles. So there's different scramble positions that happen, but in general, if somebody's trying to go for like a funk roll or a far toe scramble, I've gotta hide my ankles. So for example, if I shoot a double on you, and say you sprawl a little bit, go ahead and sprawl. If I start taking you down to the mat, a lot of times people are gonna go for this ankle. And as they go to reach for this, I'm gonna windshield wipe it and circle my feet on top of your legs. I'll even sprawl on your legs to make sure you can't grab my ankles. Now, another thing I'll do is I'll take my shoulder and I'll start climbing up and putting it towards your neck here. The reason being is, like, say you get a double on me. If I'm here, if your shoulder's at my waist, I can lean over here. Make sense?
Yeah.
If you move your shoulder up to my chest, then I can't no longer have the same reach where I can grab your ankle. If you shoot a double on me, go ahead. Boom. I start sprawling first, you start finishing. I'm gonna start coming here. You need to hide your ankles, and then you need to start sliding your shoulder up to my neck here. Yep, and not allowing me to get it anymore.
They try to insert like a crossface, not necessary.
Yeah, I'm normally going out to here after. The reason being is because that also just stops my head from moving. Like, there's not much I can do here, but if I can sometimes shrimp and then go here if I'm aggressive enough.
Yeah.
So if you get that crossface in, it really limits all those defenses. And in general, a lot of people, they shoot to both knees. So like say they're doing a high crotch, they'll go like this. And if you shoot to both knees, you're not in a position where you can hide your ankles. When you're up on, this position here on a shot, when they go to grab your ankles, you can easily step and rotate your knees. You're also a lot quicker to get to your feet. So like say you hit even if you hit your single leg on me, go ahead and hit your single, making sure you're in this foot's up so that when if I go to reach for it, you can move it out of the way a little easier. Okay?
Yeah.
Another super important thing with the single specifically is your head position. So you shoot that single. If I can get your head down, I can lean over and grab your ankle. It's similar concept that I talked about with the double, bringing your shoulder up to their neck. With the single, if your head is up, I can't reach the legs. Make sense?
Yeah.
So if you can hit your singles with better head positioning, I won't be able to go for these funk roll positions.
Okay.
Or grab your ankles.
Yeah.
So if I shoot that single on you, if I can, go ahead and sprawl, try to reach and grab my ankle here. It's impossible. But if I shoot to here, you're in a position where you can start looking for your scrambles.
Yep.
And that's super big, actually. Being underneath in a single and getting crunched up like that is really, really not great. Now, what we'll do first is we'll work through a funk roll. So a funk roll is the near leg. So if you shoot a high crotch on me, we'll say, and I end up, almost getting taken down, and I come for this ankle here. What I'm gonna do here is I wanna extend your leg. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll use my elbow on your side of your leg, and I'll pry like this. So I'm pulling the ankle in, and my elbow is pushing into your hip here. That allows you to get a little bit extension here. Defensively, you wanna be like back. So you wanna be sit your butt back in your heel. And that's okay, but come back up. That's totally fine, but let's say if I got it, you wanna just literally sit back. Yeah, weight there.
Okay.
So I can't extend it, make sense?
Yep.
If you can get weight back on that heel, very hard for me to do any type of scramble position. It's similar to jiu-jitsu where I'm trying to extend your leg out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you wanna keep it bent. Now from here, how do I get your leg bent when they have good scramble defense? Well, I'm using that forearm to pry. I'm using both hands, and I might even take normally what I'll do is I'll have my right hand have it first. I'll pry it a little bit. I'll switch hands, and if I still need to extend you, I'll use my right hand to push into your armpit to push you free. Now, if you have my bottom leg here, I can actually just use my foot. But if you have like a high crotch, sometimes it's hard to get your left foot through, so I'll use my hand first, and then I'll get my foot in there. Make sense?
Yep.
So let's say I get a high crotch on you here, and I start trying, even if I went double trying to take you down, you grab a hold of this ankle. So first, and it's gonna be more here on the outside or on the inside, no thumb.
No
So you
thumb.
can pull.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, yeah, that's the position you want to be first. So I'm going to be trying to sit back here.
Do you want to be up on your elbows or collapsed?
Doesn't matter. Depends on the scenario. Right now, it's not too big of a deal.
Okay.
Because you're going to use this hand to grab that in a second.
Yeah.
But the first thing I'm trying to drive here, use that forearm to crank it that way, and even more like here. Yeah. Now, now when you switch hands, I'll still try to be driving back, but you can use this hand to push on my armpit.
Thumbless or thumb around?
You can go there. That's okay for a good grip. But anytime I'm pulling, I go all fingers over top.
Okay.
So I want to use everything to pull in.
I see.
Yep. And now you can use this hand to thumb block my armpit. Yep. And extend me. And now there's a couple things that happen. If I let go of everything, you just want to get to your knees and elevate my leg up. So get to your knees and pick the leg up. Yep. A lot of times I get that position. Okay. If I keep a leg, so you end up being here, and I keep a leg, you're gonna go 2 hands on that leg.
2 hands on this leg?
Back, off the ankle.
On the ankle?
Yeah, think of it like a baseball, like you know, baseball bat, like you're swinging it like this. Yeah. Now you want to extend it and hug it to your shoulder. So extend it here, yep. Now there's a couple different ways to finish from here. Because you do jiu-jitsu, you'll probably understand this one, but you can bring this knee in and frame, yep, and you can literally take their back here. Yep, my knee's a little bent, but yep. Right. Or you can go to like an out the back door position. So you extend it, you roll all the way through, go head all the way to your stomach. Now you're in a position here. Now exactly, shelf it up, shoulder tight, climb up, and then tackle the other leg. Yeah. So those are the general things I'm looking for. Now, the other normal scramble is the far toe. So if I go for the near one, I can do my funk roll stuff, or just kind of kick my legs free and get on top. For the far toe one, it's better. Okay. The reason why the far toe scramble is better is that it's harder to defend. So if I go, like if you go and grab this ankle again, if I get you to your hip here and I can sit back here, it's not very hard, especially if I get your arm trapped almost. Not very hard for me to stop this.
I can't really pry it either.
Yeah, because if your elbow gets to the side of my leg here, you can pry. But if I literally just sit on your arm here, you can't. And this is very hard for you to be able to beat me here because your arm's trapped. You can't push into me. I'm back enough where your legs can't curl up because the leg will also be able to kick. Yeah. So I think it's pretty easy to defend. And a lot of times I'll start attacking your leg and going cradle too.
I see.
Make sense?
Yep.
Now the far toe, I think it's a lot harder to defend. So you'll take your top hand and you'll go for this one. Don't worry about this one anymore. And you'll grab here. And a lot of times you're gonna grab, like, I know I don't have shoes on, but the laces of the foot here. Yep. Make sense? Yep. Very hard for me to get out of. From here, even if I come here, you're actually in an advantage. Because I don't have this left foot to post, so let go of my left foot real quick. I want it out here. Because I don't have it right there, you can get to both of your knees and you'll bump into me this way and then be able to score in that position.
Okay.
So a lot of times what I'll do is, I guess go high crotch on me real quick. I'll get the near foot to climb to the far foot. Make sense? Yep. And then once I'm here, my favorite way to score from here is I trick the person. I'm just gonna lay down and I'm gonna be super patient here. Now what they'll normally do, not normally, let's say even decent wrestlers will do this, they'll start trying to cross face you. So they'll let go of the leg, they'll start trying to cross face you here. Now it might hurt your face a little bit, but they're in bad position. Because I have this foot, and normally what I'll do with this foot is I'll put it behind his knee. All I gotta do is just get to my forearm, post, and then now when I drive him that way, you don't have this post anymore. Yep. So I can bump you to here. But when I bump you to here, common defense to this move is you grabbing my foot. So once I bump you, I've got to step this foot away. Okay. I don't mind if you grab this foot, it's not too big of a deal. Yeah. But I'm gonna keep that foot away. And I can just step your ankle, look to get a turn there.
I see.
Okay. So try that one out real quick. So if I shoot, double whatever, high crotch. So I'll normally try to keep this foot away. Yep. But you'll grab this foot, start trying to pull it in. Yep, pull it into you a little bit. If this foot comes close, you can grab it.
I got this.
Yep.
Cross it.
Yep, and then just wait. Don't come up when I'm on your hips. Okay. So if I'm on your hips, it's gonna be hard to get your hips off the mat. Make sense?
Yep.
So I'm pushing down right here.
Yep.
So be patient, wait Right when I relieve the pressure off your hips, then you come up to your knees. And you can bump in and then step this foot away so I can't grab it. Yep. And you go cross face a lot of times. I'll switch hands, go cross face. Yeah.
Okay.
And get the takedown.
What if you end up in like 50-50?
We both have it?
Yeah.
So my defense to a far toe is, so if I go here on you, say I got a double or something.
Yeah.
If somebody gets the far toe on me, I can try to rip it free, but a lot of times, especially if they're low around your shoelaces, it's hard to rip free. So what I'll normally do is
Do I try to double grip it or just single is fine?
You can double grip to hold on tight,
Okay.
right? Just like for nailing, but if you want to score,
Yeah.
you'll have to at some point let go of this leg to post.
I see.
Or let go of this hand to post, make sense?
Yep.
But in general, my defense is gonna be like this. I'm gonna turn my knee to the ceiling, and then I'm gonna kick out this way. And the reason why it works, we'll go with one hand for now. If I pull like this, it's kind of going right into those fingers. When I rotate my leg out, this is where there's no grip. So I need to be able to kick and slip at the tip of the fingers there. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So if I'm here, I'll still try to keep pressure on your hips, kind of driving, but I'll just try to open my leg up. I don't want to turn, so if you're here, I don't want to turn too much, because a lot of times what the Pearson will do on bottom is he'll throw a leg in. Mm-hmm. And then you could roll me back this way and be in a position where you're into scoring, okay? Yep. So I've got to be careful as I rotate my knee up to keep weight on these hips, keep weight on these legs, and kick free. Make sense?
See. Yeah.
So you can try the defense real quick. So you go double on me or whatever. Yeah. I come here, and you just want to bring your knee up to the ceiling and even more towards the camera. Yep. And then kick straight. And then you'll normally hook over the legs after.
I want to watch out for, is it the bottom leg or the top leg?
Either one's fine. It depends on what you're trying to do. So if you go bottom leg, you can Turk, and you can come up and get back points there. Yeah. Top leg will be more just for getting the takedown.
Shelving? Oh.
Yeah, like kind of, just pinching the legs together. And then you normally won't get back points by doing this. Okay. Because they'll belly out hard. Yeah. But either way, it's fine to take the person down. So a lot of times go back real quick. They might be hiding one leg or the other, right? So if I'm here and you kick your leg free, you know, if you have this leg, you'll probably step this one. Yeah. Right? If you have the bottom leg, you'll step the bottom leg. I see. But I think a lot of times stepping the bottom leg would be better because you get back points. Yeah. So what you could do is use this hand to like thread under and then pull. I see. Do that one more time. So if I'm like here, you can literally thread under, pull it in, and go there. And another little weird Turk from here, I know we're not working this, but let go real quick. You can lift this ankle up and then throw a half Nelson underneath here, and go more to the knee, like the knee joint, Now use your leg to thread where your arm is. Now let go of the arm, and now start coming up to a crossface. This position here, so hard to get out of for me. One of the hardest positions to get out of it is this kind of figure four, especially if my knee is caught in between here. This position right here, super, super hard to get out of. So if you can get it, like a lot of times, let go real quick, go back. Sometimes like the leg will just be like up like this, and I'll just be like kind of fighting here. And if you ever see this, you can just thread. Boom, step, super, super difficult. Okay. All right. Does that make sense from that position? That's good, yeah. And then I want to go over, because we just went over the defense of the far toe, we can do defense of the near leg, but it's like that weight back thing that I was showing earlier. I see. So you go in on a high crotch, we'll say, or whatever. If I go for this near toe, you want crazy amount of weight back. And another thing, do I let go of the leg or I keep it? It depends. Okay. So if you have the leg tight, if I start like extending you, see this? Yeah. And a lot of times, like, I'll show you something real quick. So come up, grab like around my ankle. Yep. If you have this leg super tight, and I'm gonna put it to the mat, you're gonna go with it, okay? Yeah. That helped me extend you. Make sense? Yep. So if you're holding the leg tight and I start kicking and you feel yourself going forwards, let go. Okay. So the leg, you can hold it, but only hold it if you can continue to keep weight back on your heel. Yeah. So if you can go laces down. If you can't, if I start kicking my leg down and you start, or even this one, if I start kicking here, just let go and keep your weight back. Okay. Okay? Yeah. Now I might try to start scrambling there. Yeah. But use this hand, you can use this hand to like push on my hip. Yeah. Or even start kind of coming armpit to armpit here. So put your armpit like here. Then you have enough pressure on me so I can't really get up. And if I start coming up, literally just bump me back over.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
So there is a little bit of danger to letting go of the legs because they can then kind of like move their hips. But just keep their hips down by using your left hand and keeping this armpit to armpit pressure.
Okay.
Make sense?
Makes sense.
Another thing I'm trying to look to do sometimes is bring my knee towards their face. So if you can get your knee towards their face here, it's also really hard for me to...
Then I just drive into you.
You can drive and you can sprawl back.
Okay.
But do not sprawl. This is a big mistake that a lot of beginners make is they'll sprawl here. If you sprawl your leg back, you're extending the leg. You're making it easier for me to funk roll. But if you sprawl here, you are extending the leg, but it's going in the right direction. It's going like to the side or backwards. If it goes towards my head, it helps me scramble.
I see.
Make sense?
Makes sense.
Any other positions you wanna go over? We could do crackdown. We could do out the back door. We could do the low single defense. There's a couple other stuff we can do. I don't know if you have any. We could do shin whizzer.
I see.
We could do.
Let's do the out the back door. Is it the wind Dixie?
Yeah, we can do that. And a lot of times with out the back door, there's a couple different options we have. The first thing I'm trying to do out the back door is try to go back to a sprawl.
I see.
And that's super important. Like a lot of people with the scrambles, they're always trying to go to scrambles too early.
Yeah.
What's our defense? We stand back on our feet real quick. Our defense to a shot is 1, I use my hands. So try and take me down. Boom, I use my hands. 2, I use my head. Try to take me down. Okay? And then you get to my hips, so you go to a shot, and then I start sprawling. And then if I can't sprawl, you start coming out the back door, or you start going backside, or you're about to finish me and I'm on my hip, then I'll go to my scramble.
Okay.
So you've got to work through all the defenses. So first thing I'd try and do is say you had a single on me here. If I started sprawling here and you started coming out the back door, I would take my left hand, post on your leg, and try to come off of your head. So the leg that you don't have, I'm gonna push and try to go here. Make sense? When I'm on the side of you, you can't come out the back door.
Yeah.
When I'm facing you, you can come out the back door. So what I'm trying to do is push on your leg. I'll even use my right hand as like a handstand, and I'll push and try to rotate myself to here.
Okay.
Then I can stuff the head and sprawl.
I see.
So try that out real quick. So we always want to make it very difficult for them to wrestle. If you don't want to like just come over top, unless you really have a specific move, a lot of times you want to tire the person out. So you're sprawling here. Go ahead and sprawl. So if you feel me starting to come like this, your left hand will post on my leg.
My left hand will post on your leg.
Yeah, this hand.
Yeah.
Or is this your right? I don't even know. So this one will post. This one will kind of push, and you're going to rotate your hips off of me back to there. Yeah.
Okay.
Make sense?
Makes sense.
Do that one more time. So I'm here. He's sprawling a little bit. I start trying to come, and you'll do it early. Like as I'm trying to come up, you push. You get off to the side.
Okay.
Make sense?
Makes sense.
All right. Now, next thing I like to try to do is trap an arm.
Okay.
If you trap somebody's arm, it's like significantly harder to finish the shot. So if you go here on me with a single, you start coming out the back door, I could lock your hand here. Make sense?
Yeah.
So if I lock this arm and trap it, super hard for you to finish. There are some finishes you can do from here. There's really one that I know of, but in general, very hard for you to finish, especially if see how my left leg is coming back like this?
Oh yeah.
Especially if I'm doing that, super hard for you to finish, and I can come to here. Now I can roll you through, but a lot of times I can step up and start pulling you to right here. Because you don't have a post here anymore, so I'll step my foot up big and start kind of cranking you down that way.
Okay.
Looking to score.
Got it. Is it a timing thing? Like you try to
catch the arm?
Yeah.
You're catching the, well, normally everyone's gonna do this. They're gonna post and they're gonna come up.
Slide, yeah.
Okay? So the tough thing is you're trying to sprawl first, right? You're not trying to let them come out the back door.
Yeah.
But if you feel them coming up and you like this specific move, you can look to trap it.
Okay.
You gotta do it before they bring their hand up.
Okay.
You're sprawling out real quick. So as I'm coming up here, you wanna come and you wanna lock your hands and trap here. All right?
Okay.
Now from here, whenever we're out the back door, you wanna keep this knee bent. And because it makes it hard for me to try to pull it down and finish.
Yep.
Then your leg's gonna kind of slide off here, and then you wanna circle a little bit, and then you wanna put me to my shoulder this way. Boom, yep, and then let go of your grip and you can go behind. Make sense?
Yep.
So, are Again, we can go over a ton of different other scramble positions, but I definitely wanted to just help you out with the far toe, near toe. You can do a lot of those far toe, near toe stuff from out the back door.
Right.
So right when they come out the back door, if you like the funk roll or the far toe, show you that last little thing. So you come out the back door on me. If I like those scrambles, I can also just start going here. You know, grabbing here, trying to extend, or grabbing here, and looking to do that. Does that make sense?
So just drop directly to an ankle.
Yeah, but be offensive with it. Do not hang out. The longer you hang out there, the more of a chance you have to like get a stalemate or they'll score.
Okay.
You have to be offensive with your scrambling, not defensive.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Makes sense.